Yeah, welcome to Cyber Law with Advocate Dr. Mahendra Liman. Friends, today we will be discussing one important topic which is going currently in everybody's mind. What is happening between Twitter and Government of India? There are a lot of news regarding the views of either Twitter or Government of India or for that particular matter, police authorities. I'll just try to explain what this all dispute is about. What has happened? We know that some of the posts on Twitter published by some of the BJP senior leaders were flagged as a manipulated media by Twitter. It was a resultant of a complaint made by Indian National Congress to Twitter that some posts published by these leaders are fabricated, not true, and hence, owing to its internal investigation, Twitter reported those posts as manipulated media. Thereafter, based on the complaint given by Indian National Congress, Delhi police started investigating this particular matter and they served notice to Twitter that please share us the details based on which you have flagged those particular accounts as manipulated media. Since the notice was not responded, Delhi police went to headquarters of Twitter in India and served that particular notice. What was the content of that particular notice? Let me read it for you. This is very simple content. The content said it was regarding preliminary inquiry. Whereas a preliminary inquiry is being conducted pertaining to the toolkit which is allegedly released by Indian National Congress, and whereas during the course of investigation, it has come to our knowledge that you are acquainted, that Twitter is acquainted with the facts of the matter and are in possession of the information with regard to same. So what was the contention of Delhi police? That we were investigating or we are investigating a matter based on some of the facts or complaint received by us, and in the meantime you have flagged some accounts with the available information with you, so cooperate with law enforcement agency and share the details what you have. So government of means Delhi police were asking only for the details based on which Twitter acted. So Twitter was not asked to give any more information. They were asked to share only information based on which they have acted. So that information was very much with the Twitter. This is normal procedure under CRPC section 91, that a notice is served by the police where police think that that particular person or the recipient of notice might be helpful in investigation. So there was nothing wrong in serving this particular notice. But what followed was surprising. Twitter responded to that particular notice in such a manner that Twitter thought the potential threat to freedom of expression for the people we serve. So there was nothing threatening in this particular notice sent by police, but Twitter thought or Twitter responded that this notice is infringement of Twitter's rights to protect the fundamental rights of its users. Friends, Twitter is not operating just in India. Twitter is operating in many countries. So does Twitter think that Twitter is protector of the fundamental rights of each and every user? Who gave Twitter this particular right? It is the government of the day. It is the law of the land which is responsible or which is duty bound to protect fundamental rights of its citizen. Twitter has no business to mention this sort of or project itself as a messiah of fundamental rights of its users. So Twitter, in my views, shifted its goalpost. Twitter thought that if we indulge fundamental rights into this particular issue, it will be very catchy slogan and people will be sympathetic towards Twitter because this is the trend of the day. If somebody cries that my fundamental rights are infringed, there will be many sympathizers for that particular person. And hence, Twitter came up with this particular defense statement that we are protector of fundamental rights in way of protecting somebody's fundamental rights. If we flag some post as manipulated, then we have done nothing wrong. It was not asked for Twitter whether you are protecting somebody's fundamental rights. Twitter was just asked to share the details or their internal investigation process by which they stamped certain accounts as manipulated media. So this was the response of Twitter, and fumed over that particular response, Government of India again entered into this particular debate, and Government of India issued very strong worded statement and told Twitter that you need not teach the biggest democracy of this particular globe, and we are means as a sovereign country, we are capable of protecting fundamental rights of our citizens. We know how to protect fundamental rights of our citizens, and now this issue is becoming murkier by every passing day, because now there will be statements, counter statements, some political parties will be involved into it, there will be big churning of legal luminaries into this particular matter. Everybody will try to see this particular matter in its own angle. So I am also presenting my views because this particular burst of Twitter was based or was basically targeted towards one particular present enactment by Government of India. That is, Government of India came up with social media regulatory guidelines or intermediary guidelines related to social media and significant social media in February 2021. Those particular guidelines mandated social media platforms or significant social media platforms to follow certain procedure set in that particular amendments or regulations. One of the basic amendment or requirement for social media platforms or significant social media platforms where they have to appoint one compliance officer or grievance officer to receive the complaints and act on that particular complaint. Friends, what is wrong? This particular provision was there in Information Technology Act, which was passed in 2000, and intermediary guideline provisions were very much available in the Information Technology Act since 2011. You can verify in intermediary guidelines 2011, it is specifically mentioned that there has to be some grievance officer mentioned on the portal of any online platform or for that particular matter, any website which is using Indian cyberspace. That grievance officer along with all the details should be posted on the website, and if anybody is aggrieved with the content or whatever is available on that particular website, can report to that particular grievance officer. So this provision was very much there since 2011. It was highlighted in 2021, and it was mentioned that that particular compliance officer should be residing in India. That is additional provision which is made in that particular act. So these particular platforms till date have a mechanism or grievance or dispute settlement mechanism where you have to report to their headquarters. So if there is a issue based in India, how we are supposed to report to USA where all the social or significant social media's headquarters are located? So in my view, Government of India has done very right thing, asked all the significant social media intermediaries to have some compliance officer residing in India. And another point which these social media sites are opposing is criminal liability of that particular intermediary or that particular compliance officer. Because there is a provision, section 85(1), that if the officer fails his duty, then that particular officer can be held criminally liable. But that provision was there since 2008. There is no modification in that particular provision in 2021. So can we conclude that social media sites which entered India were not aware about the provisions of Information Technology Act, or our police or our law enforcement agency were ignorant about the provisions of Information Technology Act? So the gist of this particular row is that now there is an open war between social media sites and Government of India regarding who could be the final authority in cyberspace, whether it is Government of India or social media sites. Because when it comes to reporting some of the matters in United States, for that example, Capitol Hill matter, the contents are removed within fraction of second. And when it comes to farmers agitation or some fake COVID related post in India, Twitter takes its own sweet time to remove those particular contents. So what is the rule? What is the way by which Twitter operates? If they selectively follow some procedures for their own country, that is USA, and follow certain different procedures when India is concerned, then that cannot be tolerated. So the matter will be changing or will be adding some new dimensions by every passing day. Hope you like this particular analysis, what I have done in my own perspective. If you have any comments, suggestions, if you want to counter this particular comments, do like, share and subscribe this particular YouTube channel and write to me. My number is available with you. Thank you. Thank you for watching this particular content and stay tuned for some new post, interesting debates. Thank you.